Up now in the soup, we try to escape Spidey's web.
Tomato, tomato.
Take a potty break with I'm a Celebrity.
Don't flush the puppy.
Shake our booties for Mary Murphy.
Nothing wrong with that.
And clear the table for the Real Housewives finale.
Can't take any more beans.
Plus, Miley's new man, the Bachelorette's bedroom problems, and the kick-ass clip of the week. Now, here's the host who watches it all for you, Joel McHale.
Thank you. Welcome to the soup. Okay, I've stalled long enough. You know when you get a bug bite and it really itches and you scratch it too much, and then you rub it in goat stool for no reason at all? And then you just reach that point where you can't ignore the infection. Someone has to come in and stab the pus out of it without remorse until it bothers you no more? Al Roker interviewed Spidey on the Today Show this week.
You guys are the poster children for everything that's wrong with celebrity in this country. Are you proud of all of this?
It was a very hard situation. I think when you go to the jungle...
No, the answer, are you proud of this? You guys claim that you were tortured during this.
No, we never claimed that.
Yes, you did. You say villain, some people say jerk. I mean...
Tomato, tomato.
What's next for you guys?
We live in the moment. Like, next is, maybe walking to there. I don't,
No, you're going to have to walk to there, because you're done now.
Oh, yeah, you're done. And here's what a comeuppance looks like in your neck of the woods. And then in a daring move of defending themselves by proving the other person's point, Spencer told Us Magazine, people keep on referring to this weatherman like I'm supposed to know who he is. So shout out to weatherman, who I guess got to even hang out with us this morning. That weatherman's name, sir, is Albert Lincoln Roker, Jr. He has been working in broadcast journalism 35 years, and he is the cousin of the late Roxy Roker of Jefferson's fame, not to mention a recipient of a coveted Soup Award. When you talk about him, you treat him with respect. I say good day. Alas, it didn't stop there, and in response, the people of Iran continue to march. Spencer and Heidi went on a whirlwind tour of so many places, saying so many reprehensible things, it broke our montage machine. Here's what was left after the explosion.
I'm going to pray for him, because I feel like the devil really got a hold of him.
My heart was pounding, and obviously any male, especially, an elderly man that thinks he can, berate my 22-year-old wife.
I also heard that you were posing for Playboy. Do you think Mother Teresa would have done that?
I'm more of a modern version.
Was there a plan going into it to eat anyone?
I was sitting giant.
What do you want?
I like Indian food. When I look in the mirror in the morning, I actually think about how amazing I am.
Yeah. When I look in the mirror in the morning, I thank the heavens it's not a TV, so I won't have to see you again, dude. Hey. A modern version of Mother Teresa. Al got in the final word.
And then Spencer said he's lucky I was saved by Jesus, because a couple of weeks ago I probably would have ripped his head off.
If he had tried to come across, I would have dumped him like a bag of dirt.
Dumped him like a bag of dirt? Come on, man, you're journalists. When you use simile, you can't compare something to what it is already. That's just lazy, Al. Come on, buddy. Huge news, Kate Gosselin is photographed spanking one of her daughters on the cover of In Touch Weekly, and E.T.'s Mary Hart breaks it down page by page.
It is the big story of the day, and we have new details in tonight's latest news. The headline, Kate loses control. The mom of 8 irate, grabbing her daughter. Then the open-handed hit, a spank. Leah shrieking, grabbing her bottom in pain. In Touch Weekly on Stan's Friday with the exclusive photos of the incident that happened just 3 days ago. Minutes later, the cops arrived because too many people were gathered outside the Gosselin's home.
And most of those people gathered outside her home were photographers that we sent. Kate broke my arm. I'm Mary Hart. Way to purchase a magazine, E.T. Really described that well. Okay. In Hannah Montana news...
It's Miley!
No, it is not. It's Hannah. Miley Cyrus announced that she will quit her role as Hannah Montana when the show's 4th season ends next year.
I'm losing blood!
And in Miley's love life news...
I have something to live for!
Okay, Miley is now dating someone her own age, so I think it's time to leave Miley alone. Access Hollywood's Nancy O'Dell thinks it's time to stalk and ogle at her.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and up for air. You won't see that on Hannah Montana.
And you won't see me hiding in the bushes watching two underage kids making out, desperately hoping that some of their youthful exuberance will light the fire in my premenopausal loins. In Lindsay Lohan news, Lindsay has hitting the town of New York, and Access Hollywood went 3,000 miles out of their jurisdiction to cover the story. In our news segment, Billy Bush is just saying.
Lindsay Lohan out late night in the Hamptons wearing a fun, sparkly crop top. Lynn stopped by the lounge at 1 a.m. Saturday morning.
Let's think about this. Is it really a good idea for Lindsay Lohan to be in the Hamptons on a summer weekend and showing up at a club at 1 a.m.? I'm just saying.
Billy, if she doesn't go out drinking in the Hamptons at 1 a.m., you don't have a job. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, was that inappropriate, Billy?
It's gross.
So's your mullet. All right, let's talk about chicks, man.
Chicks, man.
This week, the insider asked the question the rest of us were afraid to.
Why is Kirstie Alley in a cage with lemurs?
She's already been banned from Applebee's, Red Robin, Sprinkles, Cupcakes, and Tony Roma's. The woman has to eat! Would someone just put her by the edge of a river so she can catch salmon in her mouth? Let's throw those lemurs into some shat stew, shall we?
So meaty.
The Today Show brought us the story of a young boy impaled by a tree, his remarkable recovery, and David Gregory's journalistic acumen.
Good morning.
Hey, Garrett, it's tough to look at those pictures, but really good to see you sitting up. And how are you feeling?
Pretty good. A lot better than I was when I got the stick on my neck.
Good question, Gregory. Got any other gems to throw my way? Wondering why my voice hasn't changed, maybe? I'm gonna go back to bed to sleep off getting a stick in my neck. Can you believe this a-hole, Mom? The Today Show also featured a correction segment where Willard Scott corrected a journalistic error he made in a previous episode. Then he made the same mistake again.
Hey, Uncle Willie.
Hey, you are the king of weather. Nobody can touch you. Mr. Frontal System. Ooh. Mr. Occluded Front. Ooh. That sounds Freudian. Hey, listen, I bought a pair of glasses because yesterday I screwed up a very nice lady's name. I called her Robert, changed her gender. Roberta Manson, Jacksonville, Florida, 106, and we love you. Sorry about that, Chief. Anyway, let's move right along.
Oops, I did it again. Excuse me, Colonel Man. Oh, I'm never going to get this right, am I? Probably because women that old do have mustaches. And that's a fact, kind sir. Is she still alive? Anyway, mustaches grow after you die. So do your nails. Back in the 1600s, people thought they were vampires. Sorry, Robert. I'm rambling, and I don't know how much time you have left, Robert. Anyway, you're a good man, buddy boy, Robbie Bobby. All right, back to you. What do you do when you get an interview with Adam Lambert about a week too late? You get Chris Connolly on 2020 trying to make everything he's saying sound even more fascinating than when he said it the first time.
How does that feel to be open to the world now?
It feels really good because I think there was a lot of speculation and a lot of talk. And
yeah.
Sexy is sexy.
Are you bi-curious?
I had like an odd fascination with glitter, so there you go.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, there's acceptance, and then there's, here's the key to my summer home. My wife thinks I sold it. Shh. Bring your friends, preferably sailors. Or just have them dressed like sailors. And glitter! You may have heard of the puppy that was rescued after getting flushed down the toilet. If not, Good Morning America's Chris Cuomo has the story and the nonsensical euphemism.
What you are looking at is the plumbers using camera equipment. They located him in a drain 20 yards from the house. The little Cocker Spaniel now, clean and happy.
It's a Nemo kind of ending.
Kind of.
The little 4-year-old said, I thought he was dirty. I thought he was dirty. He's clean now. He's clean now. Right.
Don't flush the puppy.
No, but safe and sound, safe and sound.
If I had a dime for every time I've said that.
I'd have 70 cents because there were 7 different times I refused to clean my room, and my father would say, if you don't clean up this room, room. I'm gonna flush your puppy down the toilet. And I'd shout, don't flush the puppy, and I'd clean my room up right away. And each time my father flushed the puppy anyway. My father was an awful, awful man. Here's Sam Champion with the weather. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for reality show clip time with New York clowning around. Paris Hilton still can't find a BFF, and the Real Housewives finale. Plus, it's still complicated for Denise Richards, a Mexican catfight, and the kick-ass clip of the week.
The Entertainment Weekly must list is here. Huh. Joel must have some embarrassing photos of Entertainment Weekly's editors.
We have a tranny that does all our voiceovers now. Welcome back. Last week on So You Think You Can Dance, we learned that Mary Murphy likes Botox and dirty dancing.
I love my cha-cha rough.
Yeah. On Wednesday, we learned that Mary likes...
If it's not rough, it's not fun.
She likes her jokes to be older and more tired than the show's contestants. While critiquing a very flexible disco routine, she made a really dated joke, which was interrupted by a pervy slow-mo of the dance, and then punctuated by the same really dated joke.
Girl, you really need to work on that flexibility.
Sure.
I mean, that eagle split that you did, it was unbelievable. And Brandon, you really need to work on your strength. You were getting down out there. Yes, you were getting down.
I never thought of murdering Nigel in his sleep and then dancing the cha-cha with his lifeless body while screaming about taking a ride on the hot tamale train. Did you wear sunglasses at the beach? On I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Janice Dickinson has collagen in her colon.
Apparently, Janice is a little backed up.
I haven't had a 7 days. It's like I'm distended because I can't go poo. I look 3.5 months pregnant. Time for prunes. I wish they'd work.
It's gonna take some time to push it all out, you know?
Sanjaya, wise of you to stand to the side while you're doing that. Looks like she's pregnant with VH1's summer lineup. It was the finale of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and the obvious question on everyone's mind was, will the women finally find something interesting to fight about? Well, close. At Teresa's dinner party, Danielle gets upset at everyone for reading the book about her that was published in 1995. So she snaps at Teresa, who decides to make her cleaning lady pay for it.
Obviously, something in that book has to be true. I told you, Teresa, were you not here? 2 things are written that are true. What? Name change, I got arrested. Pay attention, please. I am paying attention. You stripping? You are stripping? Arrested. Prostitution whore? You are f***ing engaged 19 times? You stupid bitch! You bitch! Teresa, whore! Pissing me off. I love
you. You can use hairspray to get the stain out of the tablecloth. Sure, you've got some of that. Why did you invite her? The Bachelorette was basically just a bunch of talking this week, which makes sense, given Jillian's smoking hot knack for conversation. But judging from this tease, good things are coming soon, or maybe not at all.
My fantasy suite date was not exactly how both of us had planned.
When one of the bachelors experiences a certain problem in the bedroom.
I felt like I failed. My fears got in the way of the moment.
Why? That one person, everything was there that I couldn't wait to be with in this city. The romance just wasn't there.
I guess this overwhelming pressure has really affected the physical intimacy of your relationship.
I wish so bad that I had more time to know for sure.
I was really hoping to have sex with someone I barely know tonight. Now I have to wait until tomorrow. I'm a real catch. Paris Hilton is looking for yet another BFF, which I'm told stands for bisexual frequent flyer. And she's opening up her candidates to a whole new world, the world of enormous pastries.
Well, as you all can see, this is a humongous cupcake. It's huge, literally.
No, Paris, you use the word literally to differentiate an actual fact from a theoretical one, as in, I literally don't understand what these people have to gain by being your pretend best friend. Or when I heard they were doing another season of this show, I literally took out my frustrations by beating a hobo senseless with a kayak paddle. But you're right. That is a mighty big cupcake. Unhitched or ditched, Anthony, who lives at home with no job, wants to marry Courtney, who owns her own home and has a successful business. You can see why his mom got so upset and has to put a stop to this madness.
All I want is your support. That's it.
You're not going to get it. I'll walk you down the aisle. I'll walk you, I'll trip you, and then while I'm slitting my wrist, you'll say, Courtney, Mom. I will listen. Don't get me wrong. Let me just get over this state of, of suicide thought. I'll lose it. I'll commit myself. It's an emotional hell roller coaster. If I'm not there, it's not because I don't want it. It's because I can't do this.
Remember, Anthony, if she's not there, it's not because she doesn't love you. It's because they won't let her smoke her world record-length cigarettes in church. Also, every time she walks through the doors, the priests start chanting in Latin, and then her head spins around and she projectile vomits. So, I think her mom is Johnny Rotten. Oh, yes. Yes, he is. Yes, that's right. On the Real World Road Rules Challenge, The Duel 2, and The Little Lady, it's the reunion show. And host Maria Menounos, who up until this point has had no relation to either MTV or the show, asked the cast about the hookup between CT and Siobhan that created a lot of controversy.
Where does Siobhan fit into all of this? I think she knew what was going on. Like, she was like, you know, when things are your body, like, it's not a big surprise. Like,
she's a dirty, dirty whore.
No, of course she's a dirty, dirty whore. It's one of the 3 requirements to be on the show. You have to have failed the psych exam, have a valid passport, and be a dirty, dirty whore. Come on. You did the same thing. On New York Goes to Work, the fans voted for New York to work as a clown, so she only had to wear half as much makeup as she usually does. First, she tried her hand at telling jokes.
Improvise, have fun. I have to do jokes with this puppet, and I only know one. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's your where? Yo and yo.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Is it? Is it who? Is it infected? Because it's beginning to smell. On Daisy of Love, Davy, who is a slut elf, yes, is having trouble reconciling her attraction for Fox with over here. With the fact that he is a metro douche with a serious girlfriend. Let's see how she prevails.
Underneath those good looks is a jerk.
I'm out. Like sauerkraut. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm gone. I'm sorry that, you know, it had to not end this way, because I know that, you know, times are endless, and I just wanted to let her know that I'm just so sorry that it had to end this way, knowing the fact that this situation had to occur.
But most of all, I feel bad that the situation which occurred was an occurring situation, and that bad feelings arose, how it made me feel bad. And I'm gonna go eat a taco with sauerkraut. And stare in the mirror for a while because times are endless. And we'll be right back.
Hold on, the soupiest stuff is up next, including Denise Richards' latest drama, telenovela wrestling, and a kick-ass clip of the week.
Debiste verte podrido en la cárcel.
Welcome back. Ayora, clipos magnificos.
Are you serious?
This week on Valeria, there was an awesome cat fight. Yeah, like you didn't know.
mis fuerzas.
No más que yo. Yo te odio mucho más de lo que tú me odias a mí, maldita peluquera.
I'm mad at you.
I'm mad at you.
Oh.
You're back?
Yep.
I win.
Are you just going to stay down there?
Yep.
Let's take some E. It kind of worked. Denise Richards, It's Complicated has returned. And this Sunday, it's all new and it is complicated. Denise is still going out on blind dates that are so blind she keeps bumping into the same thing. Douchebags. It's complicated.
Throughout dinner, I kept wondering, like, what was behind me? And it's this big mirror. I've never had a date who was looking at himself more than me. It was a little weird.
I love fish. Did you find you can't get good fish in the Pacific?
It's weird how you can't find good fish in the Pacific or a good man to date in L.A. It's like if you did, everything would become uncomplicated, and who wants to watch a show called Denise Richards, Running Smooth? Damn, I'm handsome. Did you like me as the leader of Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid? It's our clip of the week, anyway. That's because you didn't tip! Andrew Zimmern has traveled the world over and eaten the finest mountain oysters and man yams around. On his Bizarre Food Survival Special, he needed a guide, and given Andrew's dietary preference, this guy was the logical choice.
Before I hit the beach, I've got about 36 hours to learn all I can from this man, Mike Hawk.
Sadly, their plane crashed and Andrew was forced to eat Mike Hawk. Bring Mike Hawk to see me June 20th at the Lakewood Civic Center in Cleveland, July 24th at Humphreys by the Bay in San Diego, and July 10th at the Cape Cod Melody Tent, July 11th at the Hampton Beach Casino, New Hampshire. Check out the souplog at ELine.com. See you next week, Mike Hawk.